It's time for Outdoors with Jason Smith.
Fat, healthy largemouth right there. Woo!
Weather conditions were very challenging on our first day on the water with Captain Scott Ritter. Persistent southwest winds in the 15-mile-per-hour range over the past week had left the water muddy and the tide levels very high. Despite the rough conditions, we fished hard and came up with some nice redfish in the waters near Empire.
Oh, there he is. Look on the top. God, he's perfect.
I don't know who thought it was going to catch it first, you or me.
6 1/4. Got one there, Jason? See one? There you go. He's hot. He's hot. He ain't ready to come in.
I brought him in a little green.
That's how we like him. There's one coming out.
There he is. Bam!
Drop it right there, Jason. Oh, I got one. Oh, he hit it. Come on, get a double, Jason.
I missed my fish.
Oh, we're going in hard. We're ramming. Everybody hold on. And about 5 3/4.
The next day, we decided to head across the river to a different area in search of cleaner water. We launched near Delacroix. Weather conditions were looking a whole lot better. On this day, we had more time to fish, and the grass was more abundant. Things were looking up as we ran deep into the marsh.
We've got all the wind pushing up against this bank. You're just thinking this bank's been a pretty productive place to blind cast in the past?
Yeah, we've caught a lot of fish and seen a lot of fish in this little bank here. You got it coming out, you got the water pushing against here, and you got the water moving around this point going into this next bay. And we've had a lot of luck here. What I'm trying to do is wait for that sun to come up a little bit, Jason, and then we'll move to more of a leeward bank.
You're watching Outdoors with Jason Smith.
All right, Jason, we're gonna get it started here. Always like to get that first one out of the way.
One of the things that really surprised me is that Scott, as a tournament fisherman, really likes to sight fish, and this is how he actually wins these tournaments. When the conditions are good, he prefers to sight fish versus blind casting. He likes cleaner water. He can see the fish. He knows that if he sees the fish, he can make that fish eat. And so what we did was we had a little bit of a later start than usual. We weren't in any hurry. We were waiting for the conditions to improve. We started out doing a little bit of blind casting to warm up, but we were waiting for that sun angle to get a little bit higher so we could do some of that sight fishing.
When it's windy like this, you prefer a spinnerbait?
It just depends. If the water's a little off color, and I want to control it better. Now, if I'm throwing straight downwind like this, it doesn't mean, I will use a jig if the water's clear and so forth. But if I'm doing a lot of crosswind, I like to get use that spinnerbait because it will hold in the water a lot easier than a jig because you get that bow in your line.
And your thought process was this was a good morning spot, too, based on the sun angle?
Yeah, if you notice, the sun's been at our back the whole time we're coming down this bank, and that's what we want early morning. Yeah, and I knew that we're going to get that. We had that south wind blowing, so we're going to get a semi-lee, but because, it's such a broken-up bank, and a lot of this marsh, you can see how green the grass is, but last year with those 2 storms, it really knocked down the grass, the little bushes in this area, so you're not getting that nice lee on a lot of the banks like we were the last few years. It just really has changed it a lot. Got a lot of bait over here, Jason. You got them?
Yeah.
Let's see if they got a little school over there, Jason. Good job. Oh, whoa, whoa. Let me get out of your way. Power pole down. That's how it started us off. What's he look like?
He's not really big. Basically just an oversized rat red. I mean, he would be probably about a 16-inch fish.
Yeah, but you know what that is? That's a start.
That's a good start.
You like to get a start.
And check out how dark this fish is in that stained water, too. He is really got that amber color to him. That
it's a beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish, yeah.
Actually, Jason, when we're fishing tournaments...
Check that out right there. Fine fish. Just get him back in the water right away. Because I sort of notched him a little bit with that plug.
There you go, buddy. Go on.
When you're fishing tournaments,
but when we're fishing tournaments, we like that little, small fish to start. You would love that winning fish the first cast, but we like, you're a little nervous, you're kind of jacked up, and to just get one out of the way, a quick one, get the bite, get how it feels, know your drag set right. That's a nice start.
Another thing that was unique about this fishing trip was we were staying down there. We were really close to where we were going to fish, but we got up late. It was 6:30 before we got on the road. We took the ferry across the Mississippi River, drove up through Point of La Hatch, and worked our way up on the other side of the river and launched and just got moving, but not really all that quickly. It was probably 7:30 or 8 o'clock before we really got out on the water. We were waiting for that sun angle to get higher because Scott likes to sight fish, so we weren't really in a hurry to go out and get that morning bite. We were more waiting where we could see the fish.
You're watching Outdoors with Jason Smith.